Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 93 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' 1st down up to the 47-yard line. They run once more with Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Richardson working from the gun. Got a man, that's Richie James. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's Richardson to throw. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Evans. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7 to 3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his left. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just shut something down and punt the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go right back to Evans. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Richardson's throw there taken in by Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And they'll hand off to Hull. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 4 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now it's Richardson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Emmanuel Ogbah gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Gano's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Richardson looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Richardson. That complete to Downs. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A run here with Hull. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Bawden. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Richardson looking to throw this. A short one there, caught by Granson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Smith catches left side. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And Richardson back to throw it. And he's got Granson over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. drop to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Hill going to go in motion right. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. On the move to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A run straight ahead with Achane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 25 here. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle, Achane. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. On the handoff, it's Achane. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. 3rd and 2. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Richardson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
2nd down and 8. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. And some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a victory here for